The rain was my only companion when I woke up on the park bench, shivering beneath a thin blanket that once belonged to a life I barely recognized. Just a month ago, I had an apartment, a job, and a routine that seemed secure, until a series of unfortunate events swept it all away like a sandcastle at high tide. Homelessness was a foreign concept to me, a distant reality that suddenly became my own. But as I stared up through the raindrops, I realized this wasn't the end, it was the raw beginning of a story I never expected to tell. In the quiet moments between the chaos, I found solace in the pages of an old journal I discovered in a free library box. Each entry became a lifeline, a way to process the overwhelming tide of emotions crashing over me. Writing was my refuge, my way to transform pain into purpose. I scribbled furiously, turning my experiences into tales of survival and resilience, stories where the underdog emerged victorious against all odds. The streets became my muse, with every face and story contributing to the tapestry I wove with ink and paper. When a local librarian noticed my relentless writing, she offered me a small room at the community center in exchange for helping with events. With a roof over my head and a laptop in my hands, I poured every ounce of my soul into crafting a novel that encapsulated my journey from despair to hope. It was a world where characters overcame unimaginable odds, much like I was striving to do. The day I finished that manuscript felt like reclaiming a piece of myself that had been lost in the storm. The book found its way to an indie publisher, and before long, it became a bestseller, inspiring countless others with its raw honesty and unyielding hope. My journey taught me that sometimes the greatest stories are born from the darkest places, and that adversity is not the end but the foundation for a new beginning. I learned that resilience is the most potent form of creativity, and that our stories, no matter how broken, have the power to uplift and transform.